Hello and welcome to my patch notes rundown for the 12th of July. This week's update introduces Ninja Strike number 24, which includes more bank presets, combat quality of life changes, and a brand new ability. Without further ado, let's get right into it. The number of bank presets has been increased from 10 to 15. This is a significant extension. Let's be honest, no one likes overriding their frequently used presets to try something new. And in some cases, this can deter players from wanting to do a variety of content, since the limitation is the number of available presets. I really like this idea created by Braincell on Reddit, which suggests having the interface adapt to the size of the bank, and for it to also include icons representing the named presets. Added a boss instance timer. The timer includes a button which opens the respective boss collection log. The timer can be moved from its default position using the edit layout. The timer can be turned on and off in the information window setting. Added new graphics for the boss kill timer. Achieving a new personal record kill time will now show players how much faster it is compared to their previous record. The phase number and enrage percentage are now displayed under the boss's health bar for both Araxor and Araxi. I think this is a great change. Previously, you would have to inconveniently hover over the buff icon under the health bar while trying to fight the boss just to find out what the current enrage was. This information is especially more critical at Araxor compared to a boss like Telos, since the enrage changes depends on how you deal with certain mechanics, like allowing Araxor to absorb from the acid pool or causing him to kill spiders with a bomb or a swipe. After each boss kill, players will receive a message stating their current kill count. These chat messages are chat filtered so you won't get spammed. I personally prefer not knowing my updated kill count every kill, since it will make the progression feel slower. The terminology used for boss entrances is now more consistent and will be labeled either instanced encounter or uninstanced encounter. I think instanced works well as a universal term in games, but I'm not a fan of uninstanced and would prefer something more simplistic like public. Moving on to combat quality of life. Added a new defensive ability called Cease. The ability effect will last for 6 seconds or until the player attacks again, and will pause revolution, pause familiar auto attacks, pause auto-retaliate, cancel a queued ability, and instantly end an active channeled ability. When the effect ends, revolution will resume ability casting, familiars will resume auto-attacking, and auto-retaliate will reactivate if it was previously turned on. One of the intended uses is ending hard to cancel channeled abilities, for example using rapid fire with fleeting boots at Araxor when it web shields. A notable process of this ability is that it untargets your target, and this somewhat synergizes with a niche mechanic where if you don't have a target, your defensive thresholds and solid foods like sailfish won't cost you adrenaline. The downside of abusing this is that you could be building adrenaline instead of using defensive thresholds and eating solid foods. Not to mention, every time you want to make use of this, you have to do 2 extra inputs. It would be decent at Telos, where using defensive thresholds is very much part of everyone's rotation. Another example is that instead of using resonance to stall for greater barge into Berserk, you could instead use Cease, Devotion, Berserk, Target Cycle, and then Greater Barge. If it was up to me, I would make the duration of this ability essentially infinite, and not have it untarget your target. This would make it less automated, and all you would have to do to break this effect is either click your target or use an offensive ability. Added the ability to customize how perks are viewed. Augmented items and gizmos can now display icons and text, only icons or only text. This can be adjusted in the invention menu under the skills and experience setting. Skills are now listed in alphabetical order in the skills and experience setting. Scrimshaws of the same type and tier can now be combined to increase their total duration up to a maximum of 24 hours. Ideally, I would like the same change to be applied to other pocket slot items like Grimoire and Godbooks. However, I think players would be more inclined to top them up fully right after the update since they're permanent items, so there's a risk of disrupting prices due to a low supply market. Scrimshaws can also be divided, which splits them down into their original duration. The fully divided scrimshaws will be tradable again if they're normally tradable. Weapon tooltips now display their attack range. I really like this tooltip as knowing the exact range of certain weapons can be useful in your positioning. Desktop players are now able to see a list of individual items in the stack. The max number of items that it can display is 8, and it has a cooldown of 3 seconds, which helps prevent it from spamming and cluttering the game view. Players can now mine as many salve shards from the haunted mine as they want. Previously, players would have to drop their shards as they mined them and pick them up all at the end. Stalling Rack and Ruin will no longer prevent the ability from reverting to Rack. I talked about this in detail during the last week's patch notes, but I'm glad this was finally fixed. And that's it for this week's patch notes. They will probably nerf how you can use defensive thresholds and solid foods without losing adrenaline when you have no target, but I really hope they also adjust the cease ability and make it feel less automated. Anyways, that's it from me. Thank you for watching and take care.